Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is gonna be a perfume update, perfume collection, perfume. I'm gonna tell you which perfumes I've been wearing recently, how long they've been lasting on me, which ones I plan to just use up and get out of my collection, which ones I'm gonna probably repurchase or buy full sizes of if I have the smaller sizes of, all that kind of stuff. I know you guys really enjoy perfume content from me, and while I have not been buying or trying out a lot of new perfumes, I did want to give you guys an update on my perfume collection, because I feel like the one perfume collection video that I do like towards the end of the year, it's probably not enough, B, not too descriptive in terms of specific perfumes if you're looking for certain recommendations from me. So if you have seen any of these perfumes in my collection before and wondered, okay, how long does this one last, does it have a good projection or sillage, sometimes I get those kind of questions as well from you guys. So again, I don't know if you guys are interested in any specific scent from my perfume collection, but if you want to know anything about any of the perfumes that I own, then I hope that you find this video enjoyable. And if you have any questions about anything that I probably did not cover even in this video, then please feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you and let you know whatever I possibly can about the specific question that you have, if I feel like I have something to share on it. So yes, without any further ado, let's jump into my I wanted to say like cubby, but this is not a cubby, this is like a perfume basket, perfume tray, whatever. No, it's not a tray, it's more like a basket. So this is my perfume basket, which basically has almost all the perfumes that I own apart from one. So I did use up one perfume recently and it made space for me to add some new, like not new perfumes to my basket, but basically stuff that was not even fitting in the basket. I have now put it inside. There is only one more perfume that I am not able to fit in this basket, which I kept outside. So let me grab this one first, because it's like the newest perfume that I added to my collection a couple of months ago. It is Floria. Now this one is unfortunately not available any longer. They discontinued it. Actually, when I purchased it, they were like in the process of clearing out all their stock, and this was 50% off when I bought it. So it's got this beautiful like blue green, like it's like a peacock color basically of the bottle, and it says Floria, which I know that you cannot see because it's so dark, but yeah, it says that on here. And this is a beautiful I want to say jasmine fragrance. Yes, it's got jasmine, sandbag, absolute, tuberose, lang lang essential oil, golden gardenia. The top notes have lemon, wet greens and cyclamen, and bergamot as well, but I don't smell any of those things when I spray it. When I spray this, all that I like can smell throughout the entirety of, like when it is on my skin, is the tuberose and the jasmine. That is what I smell the most. There is a little bit of a sweetness in there. It's probably coming from the vanilla or the skin mask or the sandalwood, which is in the base. But one thing that I will say is that Fleur fragrances, they are pretty expensive, and considering how they don't last very very long, I'm not a big fan of it. But the actual scent in specific, I'm a really big fan of. I would like to ideally find a replacement for this, I want to say, because of course this is not available anymore, it's discontinued, and it's also not available here in India. So if I want to get my hands on something like this, I will have to find like a dupe basically of this. Not a dupe essentially, but I would say at least a replacement of some sort. So I will continue to wear this, but it's not long lasting. And I will say that initially you can actually spray this, but it does not have a massive projection or sillage. I have never gotten any questions or compliments on this, in case you are wondering. So it's not something that you would want to wear around people and expect to get a lot of compliments from this one. So I just thought I will mention that as the first fragrance that we're going to be talking about. Then moving on, next I do have Carolina Herrera Good Girl right here. Now this is something I have a little bit left on, and I've already updated you guys on this. Once it is done, I will be getting this out of my collection. I Have I received any compliments on this? I don't think I have. I will say though that this is more long lasting as compared to the dupes of it that which are out there and available, but the scent in specific is something that I have just outgrown. I think it's a really good scent, and if you are someone who hasn't smelled this, or you are someone who is a relative like beginner with fragrances, I would say that this is something that you can probably smell at a store. You can find this at any and every perfume store in like a mall or something. So smell this and see if you like it. Obviously, do not blind buy. Absolutely do not blind buy it. Smell it in a store and see how you feel about it, and then decide if you want to get it or not. But yeah, this is just something I have personally outgrown. So once I use up whatever I have left, then I will probably get this out of my collection and I won't repurchase it, but I will keep the bottle because it's so pretty. And I think this was like my first high-end perfume that I bought, so I have like that kind of sentimental attachment to it as well. It just reminds me of being younger, to be honest. Okay, moving on next to something that I actually really like. This is a Nykaa Love Notes. It is probably the most affordable fragrance that I have out of all the long lasting perfumes that I have in my current perfume collection. The reason I'm saying that is because when you spray this in the morning, it will last the entire day till the end of the day, and people can smell this on you. And I've also gotten compliments on this perfume. So I have a travel size of this. I have used up a full size of this in the past as well, and you can see this one also has some decent amount of use on it, of course not too much. And I also don't wear this all the time because it is quite a sweet fragrance. So it smells of like powderiness, and like I always want to say marshmallow, but I know there is no marshmallow in here. I should probably see what the notes are of this online, and you know, maybe put that somewhere on the screen, or you can just go to Nykaa and smell what the notes of this are supposed to be like, because if I am able to find the notes of this, I am going to be able to find that on Nykaa only. So yes, this is a really nice sweet smelling fragrance, but it's not like a typical vanilla, like a warm vanilla. It is a little bit more sugarier than that, but it's also not like sugary as in like Victoria's Secret fragrances. It's not that way either. It's just very unique. And again, I would say if you can go to a Nykaa store and smell this, you will definitely be able to test it out first before you decide if you want to get it or not. Even though it's a more affordable fragrance, I would still recommend, if possible, to go to a store and test it out. Then definitely do that. And otherwise, I think you can at least try out the travel size of this, because that would be the most affordable way of trying it out before you buy the full bottle. So yes, this is something I might consider repurchasing the full size of once again, once I use up the travel size, because again, I like how long lasting this is as a scent. So yes, that is that. And also, this is one of those long lasting fragrances which you can also smell on yourself, because there are certain ones that you can't smell on yourself but other people smell it on you. And I'm referring to this fragrance right here from Kayali. This is Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. Now you can see I have made a pretty good dent in this bottle. I don't think I've used up any of my high-end fragrances as quickly as I have used this one, and it is actually a shocker, to be honest, because usually when it comes to this fragrance, I only wear it in the winter time, because this is one of those scents which again only works in a specific season, at least on my body personally. In the summer or in the monsoon, I just feel like this is a little bit cloying and I don't enjoy the scent of this on me at all. But during the winter, it's just the most beautiful cherry fragrance ever, and I love it so much on colder days and in the colder weather. And again, I have not been caring how expensive this is, and I have been wearing it, like you can clearly see from the bottle. It will definitely last me hopefully till 2025 winter, like basically the end of the year slash beginning of next year. But I think by then this bottle will be out, so I have to decide whether I want to repurchase this one or whether I want to get Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I would even consider repurchasing this one, because again, Tom Ford Lost Cherry just gets more and more expensive every single year, and this is like, I want to say like 1/4 the cost of that one, 1/3, 1/4 the cost of that one. So I would much rather repurchase this itself And I did get compliments on this as well. Now when you first spray it on yourself, you can spray it for the first couple of you can smell it for the first couple of hours, after which I don't smell it anymore on myself. But I remember this one day where I was wearing this, and in the evening we were actually going for like an office get together to like a cafe or restaurant, and one of my colleagues who also loves beauty products and fragrances, etc., she smelled this on me and she was like, wow, you smell really good, what perfume are you wearing? And I was like, I'm wearing this. And I'm like, can you smell it? She's like, yeah, of course I can smell it. And I'm like, oh, so maybe when you spray something in the morning, you can smell it for the first couple of hours, after which you get nose blind, but people around you, they can still smell it. So this is one of those things, or this is one of those perfumes which people can smell on you towards the end of the day as well. But for me personally, I always felt like it's not long lasting because I didn't smell it on myself for longer than that. So yes, really enjoying this. And again, like I said, I would also consider repurchasing this one in the future, but again, I'm not too sure on that. I think I want to first use up this entire bottle and then decide. Tom Ford Lost Cherry is just one of those fragrances which has been on my list to buy. Like even when I bought this, I was initially planning on buying Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and then I was like, this is so expensive, I cannot spend that kind of money right now on it. So I ended up going with this option, and I'm glad that I did. But in future, again, I'm not sure if I want to repurchase this or whether I'll go ahead and buy that one. Okay, moving on next, another travel size. This one is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. Now this one is one again that I got from the US, and I was not sure if I wanted to buy the full size of it or not, so I ended up going with the travel size. And now I kind of regret that because I wish that I had bought the full size itself, but since I didn't, I just have the travel spray, and you can see I've used a decent amount of it. Now this is like a, again, Miami Nectar is like very much tropical, beachy. It smells, I want to say like pineapple almost. I don't really know what the scents like what the notes are on this, and it does not say the notes anywhere on the packaging, but you can definitely find the notes of this online, like on Fragrantica or something like that. But yes, it's a really beautiful tropical fragrance. I do want to say though, this smells nothing like plum Hawaiian rumba. I would say I have never smelled a fragrance like this, to be honest, in the Indian market. Not comparing like US brands and India brands, but yes, never ever smelled a fragrance like this here. So I think it's one of a kind, and it's very unique. It's very bright. I mean, it's not like I haven't worn this in the winter time. I have, because I think it's just a breath of fresh air, and it's like so fruity and fresh, and not fresh as in like aqua fresh, but like zingy almost. And it smells really nice. You can see I've made a pretty good dent in this, and I'm going to continue using this in the summer and the monsoon as well, and see how it works in those seasons. And by the time I like finish up this travel size, I'm going to decide if I want to repurchase the full size of it or not. And I also have to figure out how to repurchase it, because again, it's not available here in India unfortunately yet. So yeah, hopefully it does come to India someday, but not for now. Okay, moving on next. Okay, let me talk about this one. This is a Zudio fragrance. Now this is definitely newer. You have not seen me show this fragrance before. It is called Riz Woman EDP, and it's this teeny tiny, how much ml is this, 30 ml bottle of fragrance. Now again, I am on a perfume no buy, and this is not something that I had to break my no buy for. I was about to break my perfume no buy, but then I was like, no, I'll just hold off and I'm not going to buy it. But then a couple of days post that, one of my friends, she wanted to gift us all something, like a group of her friends, and she was going to pick up something else for other people, but I'm like, I'm not really interested in that specific thing which you're getting for everyone else. So she's like, okay, what should I get you? And this is a fragrance that she knew that I was basically lusting after. I wanted to get. It's very intoxicating, really beautiful, again juicy, fruity, but not like Victoria's Secret fruity. It's more intoxicating but in a fruity kind of way, and I do really like the scent profile in itself. So she ended up getting this for me, so I didn't have to break my perfume no buy for this and yeah, it's a really nice scent, but I've been wearing it the past couple of days, and again I have to say that it's not long lasting, which is again something that I am unfortunately a little bit disappointed with. And I also don't think this is something that other people can smell on me, like after a couple of hours of me spraying this. So once I stop smelling it, I think personally that other people also can't smell it on me. I'll have to probably ask around to verify that and to make sure that even other people cannot smell this, just like I cannot smell it on myself. But again, I don't know. I think that's just something by chance that you find out, but you can't go around asking people. Or maybe with some friends who kind of understand, I can do that with them. So maybe I'll try something like that, to be able to understand for how long people are able to smell a certain perfume on me, and maybe let me know if you would be interested in a video like that. But yes, this is something that I'm just disappointed with the longevity aspect specifically, and this is a really small bottle, so I think I will go through this pretty quickly. And once I do, I again want to repurchase it, but it's like what, $200 for this bottle, and that seems like a lot of money for something so small and something that is so easy to go through. So yes, and something that's not long lasting. So again, I'm a little unsure about whether or not I would repurchase this one. And then the last fragrance, I definitely have more fragrances in my collection specifically, but this is the last one that I'm going to be talking about today. And I will probably do another video like this on fragrances that I am planning on wearing in the summertime, and then towards the end of summer, maybe like May, June time, I can do another update on all the perfumes that I wore in the next 2 to 3 months. So if you'd be interested in that video, then let me know. But the last fragrance for today is this one right here. It's called Amande from Soli Notes, but this is basically an almond fragrance. So Soli Notes is this brand which has like one note fragrances, and this is again something that's not available here in India. This is something that I got from the US, but it's been a recent obsession, so that is the reason I want to still mention this, because if you can get your hands on this somehow through a friend or a family member, someone who's coming down from the US, or if you plan on traveling soon, I want you to know about this. Now I bought this from a store called Boscovs. I don't know how you actually pronounce it, but this is a store that I know is there in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, basically, specifically in Westchester, but I'm sure that other parts of Philadelphia also have this store, hopefully, so you can check that out. But they have, I want to say, this brand available over there, and they have various one note fragrances. This was just the only one that I liked and the one that I ended up purchasing. It's $25 for this bottle, and while I initially thought, oh, it's such a small bottle and it's $25, it seems a little bit expensive, but now that I've actually seen the quality on this fragrance, how long it lasts, I am amazed. I think this is the most long lasting fragrance in my collection, because I sprayed this yesterday in the morning when I went to work, and even post 12 hours I'm able to smell it just as strongly as I did when I first sprayed this, and that is amazing. This also lasts really beautifully in my hair. So usually sometimes what I'll do is the day I wash my hair, I spray this in my hair when it's a little bit damp after like putting my leave-in conditioner and stuff like that on. And yes, I know you should not be spraying perfume in your hair because it's got alcohol in there and it can, you know, like damage your hair and stuff, but I'm just like spraying 1 or 2 sprays here or there, and I don't do it every single time. I just do it when I want to smell this fragrance on me for like days on end, because that's how amazing it smells. And when I do that, like when I spray this in my hair, I can smell this for the remaining 3 days till I wash my hair next. So that is something that is absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and that is why I wanted to share this with you guys here. So yes, that is basically it for all the perfumes that I have been wearing quite regularly, I would say. Apart from, I think this one, I have not been wearing it that regularly, but I did wear it a couple of times. And the other fragrances that I have in my collection, I have not been obviously as regular with, because these are the fragrances which are either more winter appropriate, or I just have been wearing them a ton the past couple of months, so I felt like I had things to share with you as well about them. The other fragrances are probably summer centric fragrances or winter centric fragrances, or just like occasional fragrances which I don't wear all the time. So that's why I will share an update with you about them in the next couple of months probably. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts down below. And if you have any questions, again, like I said, then let me know down below as well. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, bye bye.